So no matter what price range home you're looking for, when you're looking to move to a new area, everybody wants to get the best bang for their buck. Whether that's a $100,000 house, if they still exist, or a $500,000 house, or $1 million house. But in today's video, that's what we're going to look at in Winston-Salem and see what the most affordable neighborhoods are. Now, some of our criteria we're going to try to keep is 1,000 square foot. After all, we don't want you living in the storage shed. We want something that's not complete rehab. Maybe it needs some updating, but it won't need a complete overhaul. We want you to be able to qualify for a traditional type of loan and not have to get some kind of crazy loan just so you can get a house. Now, for those of you that might be visiting the area or planning to visit the area, I have left down below in the description an interactive map to tell the areas that we're talking about, and also a couple links to the homes that might be available in these areas at the time. Whether you look at it, right away or look at it 10 years from now, hopefully it's going to update if I do it right, and you'll be able to see what current home prices are at the time you're viewing this video. So the first area on our list is going to be Washington Park. We mentioned this in another video talking about areas that might not be good in Winston. Homes around the park here are anywhere from the 1920s to 1950s. You'll see some from 100,000 to 500,000 because you get little homes, and we've got some big homes in here too that's been restored. But if you're a flipper or looking for a deal, this might be a good place to pick something up, turn around, Airbnb, something like that. Because inside Washington Park, you've got picnic shelters, playgrounds, which you can probably hear, baseball fields, dog parks. I think there's a bike trail, I guess you can walk on it too, obviously.
This neighborhood is located in a great area to be close to pretty much everything. You're right in the middle of Winston-Salem, right at the intersections of 40 and 52 that put you close to, like I said, pretty much everything. You can head right down Silas Creek or 40 into Haynes Mall Boulevard. There you'll find, obviously, Haynes Mall, like the name suggests. And also down through there, you're going to find a lot of the other shops, main shops in Winston, as well as eating establishments. There you have the Lowe's, your Home Depot, your Home Goods, your clothing, your Costco, your Sam's Club. Yeah, pretty much everything you need right down that boulevard. All right, let's go to our next area. Our next area is a multitude of subdivisions, but mostly called Skyland Park. Google has it as just East Winston, most of it. This is our cheapest area, going off our price per square foot model and other criteria that we had set forth previously. You're looking at around roughly $83 a square foot for homes in this area. So on a 1,700 square foot home, you're looking at everything's averaging about $150,000 in this neighborhood. Now on the south end of this, you can definitely find some investment property type pricing if you're looking for something like that. I've seen some for high 40s to averaging $60,000, $70,000. As far as convenience on this neighborhood, you don't really have a whole lot of convenience to anything. I mean, you can jump right on 421 and kind of go wherever you want and get on one of the other highways. you're close to Food Line and grocery stores and stuff like that. But as far as like the actual shopping, like the mall, and if you need to go to your Target or any of that stuff, you're not going to find it. It's going to be on the other side of Winston. Again, this might be part of the reason why these homes are cheaper, less convenient to some of the amenities that Winston has. The next area we're taking a look at is south of Winston, even though it's still a Winston-Salem address. It's just off 52, and it's about 12 to 15 minutes, depending on traffic, of course, from that Haynes Mall Boulevard, your main shopping areas and stores that we had talked about in the previous neighborhoods. Homes in this area that we're looking at to find that better price per square foot criteria, you're going to be looking at homes built in around the 1960s, mid 1960s, upper 1960s. If you really want to get a deal for one, find one that still looks like it's in the 1960s and put a little sweat equity into it to help improve it. Now, you also find newer homes in this area too that are in the 300s, and you ain't got to go far to find some in the 400s. So it's a nice area that's surrounded by homes that are growing in value in compared to this little neighborhood. Our next area here is going to be on the western side of 52, as opposed to the eastern side of our last neighborhood. It's also on the western side of Highway 150. Now, the great thing about this neighborhood is its proximity to kind of everything. I mean, you're not walking distance or anything, but it's easy on and off the highway straight up. It's south of Winston, so you can get right on 150, head straight up to Winston for anything you need. You can head west over to Clemens for also about anything you need. And it's close by to your Wally World Walmart, your Lowe's if you need something for your home improvement, and various little fast food restaurants, so you ain't got to go far to get your fix for the necessities. Now, this area is going to be a little bit more pricey. A lot of it's based on location, and there are some newer houses in here, which you can obviously see, but there's also some older houses if you're looking for something that can, again, you can put a little bit of that sweat equity into, find something that's a little bit older in a growing neighborhood. In here, you're going to be more likely to find houses that are 2.25, 2.5. You'll find a few that have sold below 2, but they are in need of some desperate help. A lot of times those might be on cash only type purchases that ain't going to qualify for most people. But if you're looking for something like that, hey, if you can do it, it's a great way to put some equity into it. Finally, we come to the next area that's just a few miles up the road here, more into Winston, not really into the city part of it, but it's right near where we just were. Although, even though it's close to the last place, me personally, I feel like it's less convenient. You don't have a direct path over to Clemens. You can get on 150 and still and just go right up into Winston. But you don't have the proximity of Walmart and Lowe's if you need anything, quick. This area is still going to be a mixed area of different types of houses. You're going to have new construction. You've got some older homes that you can try to get a deal on. You can get some condos if you're more budget oriented, or a townhome. Those are great for someone that doesn't want the maintenance of a house, yard work, or have to worry about a roof or things like that. But pretty much any type of housing could be found in these areas. Now don't forget, down below is the interactive map for all the areas we talked about today, as well as a link to my website with every home in the triad, including these, that is currently for sale, whether you be in the 150s, 500s, 600s, whatever price range you're really looking for. Also down below is my contact information for when you get ready to make a move. I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for watching.